Hi everyone. I thought I would go through a few things on this late evening on Sunday. I'm not sure what day it is. Had a long weekend. Anyway, I decided to go through acceptance, understanding, and how I am towards people with these situations, as well as what we desire from understanding and acceptance. Anyway, I guess I'll start with me. Okay, so I don't really see the world in the way of judgments and considerations. It's not quite that like that. I tend to see things a little too logical first. It's not bad, but it would be nice to be more impulsive and have my emotions take control at sometimes, which they do. But that's something that's taken time to learn, and it didn't come naturally unlike for people with neurotypical brain chemistry. So I would say that I just see things as they are, no emotional connection to it at first. When I first perceive things, instantly I just think the logical outcomes for the situations and what it is and who it is. So for a person, if I met someone of a different race who didn't speak English, I wouldn't go, oh, here's another person I won't be able to communicate with. That's the farthest thing from my mind. It's more of a, okay, this is a person of this height with this kind of build, and I just see him as them. I just see it as it is. It's really no judgment committed to any of my choices, which is quite handy on that. It's very easy not to be biased and egotistical because of this. It's quite a helpful little trait. It's also a byproduct of the fact that my emotions developed later. Alright, so what we would want, what someone with Asperger's would want in these kind of situations is mostly just acceptance for our quirks. If I did something odd and someone would go, "Why'd you do that? That's stupid." That's not such a good thing. That would actually force me to. I would feel a lot of doubt from that, and this is really not a good thing because a doubt can really hold a person in there and stop them from moving forward, especially emotionally and developing themselves. So I find that my friends that they're very accepting of other people's quirks and ideas. I tend to be attracted to the kind of people that actually don't give a shit. They really don't. They just say what they say and they do what they do, and they're really quite a little odd. I do like these people because I feel more comfortable around them. It feels like I can be myself and I can be the different person I am from others, and they're not going to judge me for it. I find judgments to be just they're just not healthy for anyone. They're just a type of poison. Whether it's towards the person you're judging or towards you, you're burning your own bridges and you're really just victimizing yourself. If you start putting judgments on anyone, it just holds you back. I'm not saying that everyone's perfect and they can go, oh, whoa, I was judging that person, I better stop. No, it's not that easy. A lot of people learn these habits, and it takes a lot of people a long time to learn them how to see them and how to stop themselves. This is not something that we're born to do. Okay, maybe I kind of was the way I was developed. My logic came first, so by the time my emotions come around, it's really obvious whether I'm making a judgment. So it was quite easy to learn not to judge people. And I've always been able to pick people straight away if I knew they were going to respect me. I don't know. There's like a intuition towards people who made judgments. Anyway, so we're quite attracted to people that are accepting, but also we absolutely love being understood. I mean, imagine if you were having very conflicted emotions and something that upset you, and no one around you could actually understand why. Like, I don't know, imagine you couldn't speak. It would be really uncomfortable and awkward, and you wouldn't be able to communicate. Now, I know a few people in my life that that don't actually talk about things that stress them out, but I'm not just talking that. I'm also talking just basic things like my friends, as I said in another clip, my friends already understand that when I type in spelling, I spell phonetically. This is something I can't help. It's really difficult for me to comprehend the importance of how the English language decides to be accepting of some rules but not of others. It just bugs me. But it's also something that I have a lot of difficulty learning, so it's not easy. And my friends just accept this, and they also some of them actually understand why I'm like that because the fact that my mind is auditory and visual, and they don't quite connect like that. Because I think with pitch, it's not words. Words don't. When someone says a word to me, I get a picture in my head. I don't get the word in my head. I don't get the sound. So what I have to do is I have to translate the word to the image, then the image back to a word again, and then that word attached to a sound. And that's how I respond with a conversation. So you can see how much work that would be to keep up with a conversation. Anyway, a lot of my friends actually get that. So they don't hound me about the fact that my spelling doesn't work sometimes. And they know that as my spelling gets worse, I tend to, I'll be tired or something. Not to mention, I'll sometimes say things backwards, and that's when they know I'm tired as well. So it's little things like that. It's quite nice when people just get it. And I've actually had a couple of people, about one person in my life that I've ever met who actually could read me like a book. It was quite intimidating, actually. At first, I was quite disturbed by it, and it was amazing that this person could just read me that way. And I think I realized that she was, how to put it, she didn't deal with superficialness. No, that's not right. She didn't deal with shallowness. Like, obviously, yeah, everyone has a shallow part to their personalities. It's a natural balance. You have the kind of part of you that can communicate to people they've just met about absolutely nothing, just because you're only going to know that person for the next 10 minutes, and then you're going to walk out the door again. And then there's the deeper part about you that I feel that a lot of people don't get into enough. A lot of people don't show that to others, and but that's another subject. Anyway, she always dealt with the deep stuff. Never, not much of the superficial stuff. I felt. I said it again. Superficial, not superficial. Surface, shallow. The shallow end of the spectrum. Probably most likely just the conscious, because the subconscious is more where all the deep stuff is. Anyway, listen to me rattle on. I've already filled up 9 minutes. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I definitely want to tackle more on this subject. I think understanding is one of the most important things for the rest of the world. Not just understanding, learning acceptance, and not tolerance, but actual acceptance of people and their differences. I think this is a huge important thing. Like, I don't see people in any other way than who they are. I do not attach judgment to it because I know that it's just going to bite me in the ass, and it's something that I was lucky enough not to learn a habit to do. Anyway, hope you've all enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys soon.